So studies have shown that 90% of the most successful executives in the world wake up before 6 a.m. and 50%, this is huge, 50% of self-made millionaires wake up at least 3 hours before their workday actually begins.
In 1983, the president of Switzerland, he gave me an appointment at 5 o'clock in the morning. He said, listen, you work 200 days a year. You work 2 hours more than all your competitors. 300 days, 2 hours more, that's 600 hours. If you work 600 hours more, divided by 40 hours per week, that's 15 weeks. Can you imagine 15 weeks? By working only 2 little hours more per day, only during 300 days, that gives you 4 months ahead of competition. That's why you are here at 5. Because from now on, I want you every morning to be at 5 o'clock in your factory. Thank you, Beaver. Bye. So I went to my office. And it was the first time in my life that I was around 5:30 in my office. And since then, I said, the president is right. 4 months ahead by 2 small hours or more. So from now on, I will be every morning at 5 in my factory. And every morning at 5, I was in my factory. And when I have a lot to do, sometimes it's 3 o'clock, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's also 6.
You mean to tell me I could be a multimillionaire by getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning? I do it every day, and guess what? When I get my paper, I take a nap when I'm tired. I just gotta get up at 3 and get all my work done before y'all get up. I just gotta make all my phone calls while y'all partying. I'm talking procrastination is killing America. It's killing it. If you could fix procrastination, what would your life be like? People like E.T., I wanna do what you do. No, you don't, I'm my own boss. When I worked at Michigan State, I had to be to work at 9 o'clock. When I work for myself, I get up at 3. You don't get off. You stop when the work is done. I got up the other day like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up and I was just walking around I was like, I'm so tired. You got up, it's 3. No, what you don't want to do is the grind, but you're up. You go back to sleep because all you gotta do is stop going to sleep, and then you gonna stop going to sleep. All you gotta do is stop fussing and cussing, and you're gonna stop fussing and cussing.
People want to know how to stop the laziness, and they want to know how to stop the procrastination. And so they say, hey, where do I start? And when's the best time to start? And I have a very simple answer for that. Here and now. That's it. You want to improve, you want to get better, you start right here. And when do you start? You start right now. You initiate the action aggressively. You go. Because the idea isn't going to execute itself. You have to do it, and you have to do it now. Take that first step and make it happen.
Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break the mold, guys. You get the out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result doesn't work that way. You must switch up the mainframe. Switch it up if you want a different result, man. Shock the system. Start with an earthquake, man. What I mean by that is, yeah, get up at 4 in the morning one day and go for a run and see how you feel. And your neighbor's just getting up, grabbing the coffee, looking outside, wondering, what the day's gonna hold for them. Well, your day's already provided something for you. Mentally, you'll feel like, wow, man, that was alive. But you won't get to know what I'm talking about, man. You can't look at a picture of Hawaii and feel the cool breeze and the warm water. You gotta be there, man. Commit to one day, try it, see how it feels. Getting up that early when everyone else is asleep, or it's that cold. When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable, we shouldn't do this. You say, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna introduce myself to it.
Every transformation always gets worse before it gets better.
Hustle is putting it all on the line. Hustle is waking up one day, the day before you die, and realizing you gave it your all into the parenting of your children, the building of your businesses, the philanthropy that you wanted to do. Whatever you define, it's just, all in, emotionally and executionally, in theory and strategy and in execution.
I believe work ethic is important if you want to achieve hyperbolic success.
I'm not worried about how much sleep they get. I'm worried about what they do while they're awake. I'm fascinated by people who say, I hustle, I sleep 4 hours, but then watch 3 hours of YouTube videos a day.
I recommend that you go to bed earlier, because what are you doing at night most of the time? Most of the time at night, you're not working on anything super productive. You're just winding down and watching stupid YouTube videos or surfing the internet, reading clickbait stories, right? Don't do that. Instead, go to sleep and then wake up early. So that gives me the opportunity to do things that I need to get done for myself. And it doesn't feel good at 4:30 when you get up, but
I get up and get out of bed.
See, sleep and waking up early isn't just about the time you wake up. It's waking up energized. It's not just about getting the right amount of sleep. It's getting the right depth of sleep, right? It's not just about making sure that you're in bed on time. It's about making sure that your mindset is prepared for the next day. Many of us can wake up early, but wake up stressed, but wake up with lack of energy. My definition of being an early riser is one who wakes up with energy, is one who wakes up empowered, is one who wakes up enthusiastic, is one who wakes up enlivened, and it's one who wakes up enlightened. Make sure my top 5 tips for the early riser challenge. E is evening routine. So E, master your evening routine. Focus on making it a big priority with a small change. You may just try for the next few days to read a book before you go to sleep. You may just try to not look at your phone, right? Whatever it may be, whichever one it is. The second one is affirmations. Affirmations are powerful statements that empower you to wake up how you want to. Now you may say, oh, this is all like, who does this stuff? You know what? A lot of successful people do. And it's because it's preparing your mind. You're planting the seed in your mind right now. And when you go to sleep, that seed is growing so that when you wake up, you're ready. I've done it so many times. I wake up saying to myself, I'm gonna wake up feeling excited about meditation tomorrow, right? So the third thing that you have to focus on being an early riser is your reminders. When you wake up and you need to write your to-do list in the morning, what you've just done is you've taken your world, you've taken your life from when it should be in rest mode while you're still waking up, you've taken it into work mode. The lead up time to sleeping, switching off your devices, make sure that you are drinking enough water, make sure that your room is in the right amount of darkness. So when I was a monk, we learned about this, that the deepest sleep received is when we sleep in cave-like darkness. Journaling under your reminders or your affirmations, write down the 3 things you're grateful for, the 3 things to let go of. The last point that I wanted to mention to you about being an early riser is know your why. Why do you want to get up earlier? When you have a strong why, when you know why waking up earlier is important to you, whether it's for your kids, whether it's for your project, whether it's for your dreams, whatever success means to you, your why